Alright, guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my technical breakdown of Manchester United. And this video, it would be a tactical breakdown from my understanding of the 3-4-3 versus the 4-3-3 and the 4-2-3-1. Reason being, I personally think the 4-3-3, sorry, the 3-4-3 is one of those once executed properly, one of those formations that exploits the gaps in systems like the 4-3-3 and the 4-2-3-1, because those systems are pretty good, really good actually. And as any system in football, it can even be the old school 4-4-2. Once done and executed correctly, it could be a hybrid of a set of things, because 4-2-2 could also be a 4-2-2-2, or it could be a traditional 4-2-2, a 4-4-2, or it could be a 4-1-2-1, however you want to break it down. But for me, the 3-4-3 it gives an option to get more attacking players on the pitch, because a lot of discourse in the United fan base is with the wing back position. All right, this position out here. Wait, computer like it stick. Is it? No, it's not. Right. A lot of discourse is with these wide players right here. And why is there a discourse in the wide players? Because of, I guess, is the lack of understanding of what the position actually warrants, you know, because let me just catch my bearings here. I'm still getting used to this app. I just downloaded it. So, right. So the wing backs is a lot of discourse with the wing back position, because when you have traditional left wingers, right side midfielders, left side midfielders, what you typically see is a left back behind them. And just because they have a left back behind them, it doesn't mean that the defensive side of the game is vacated. They still have to track back and do the defensive work, just as you would see in a 3-4-3. They kind of deputizing the entire width. But I think the discourse is the fact that we're not seeing on a consistent basis what we would want to see from this position. I must say, Ahmad is probably the only player that plays it well. And guess why he plays it well? Because he is a winger who is operating at wing back. So he may get the ball deeper. And, well, I know I have to go here because this is the starting lineup that we have to face, because Ahmad is in Africa and he's doing very well. But he gets the ball deeper, and he has the entire line, or he have an option of passing the ball into Bruno, or passing the ball into Cunha or Mount, or whoever it is playing on this side. But we typically see Ahmad, when he plays, he deputizes. His game is literally centered around this area of the pitch here, and this area of the pitch here. Ahmad lives inside of those areas. He gets the ball in this pocket of space, or he would be using the ball in this area here, right? We don't see it enough from Diego Dalot. That's why it's looking so it have the imbalance. Now, must give Diego Dalot his credit. In the last few games, I think it was 2 games before the Wolves game, come to now, he has been playing a lot better out wide. We're seeing him coming into these areas of the pitch. He coming into these areas of the pitch. He got a goal over here, and he also had a chance in the Newcastle game, but he played over the bar, right? So that is just the output what is expected from the wing backs. All right. When it comes to the for the in possession 3-4-3 in possession against, let's say, uh 4-2-3-1. So we'll set up the opposing team in a 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1. Right. So we see in the opposing team in a 4-2-3-1, and let's say they have the ball in possession, right? Because in our with our 3-4-3, in possession we provide width. We attack with width, and we wanna be compact. We wanna spread the field and find the pockets of space in possession with the 3-4-3, right? Sesko drops back. Sometimes the left attacking player would come across. Dalo would basically be deputizing as the right or the left, sorry. The whatever side Dalo on. In this picture here, he's on the left side because we're attacking going this way. He'd be the left attacking midfielder, and could pass the ball here, play the ball here, but look at the space he has. Obviously in a game situation, it will have rotations. This player will come around here. This player will come around here. This player will come here. Actually, let me just do the breakdown in possession with the 3-4-3 versus the 4-3-3. The 4-2-3-1. We in possession, we typically see United like this. Actually, Bruno's be on this side. Casemiro will be here in possession. Cunha will be in here. Sheshko would be here. They typically be close to each other. Sheshko will be inside here, and Casemiro. Because when we have the ball, we see Heaven, the back line, would be on the touch line basically. Bruno comes in, Dalo comes narrow. So we kind of have like a 1, and this is what we actually see at times, right? We have like 6 players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 players in the box and 4 behind, and Lamens make it 11. But the problem with this is that personnel wise, Casemiro don't have the legs. So if we lose possession, right? Because this will be the centre backs, they're playing deep because we see this. This is not what we think will happen, this is what we just see, right? The whole team will be behind the ball, and there's the number 9, right? Then the whole team will be behind the ball, and we will have the ball. We'll be playing from side to side, side to side, side to side. All right, so it looks something like, okay, let me see if I have this down pack yet. Nope. Feel, nope. Tools. Oh yeah, as animation. All right, so frame 1. So we have a play into Bruno. Frame 2, we have Bruno into Cunha. Then frame 3, we have Cunha into Sheshko. Frame 4, we have Sheshko into the goal. So is it's supposed to be frame 1. Okay, I'll leave this over. Okay, this thing in trouble. Damn, son. It's glitching out. Okay, it's glitching out. But we get the point. We see Casemiro into Bruno. Bruno into Cunha. Cunha into Sheshko. Sheshko, shot on target. Right? That is typically what the 3-4-3 gives in possession in terms of goals. And this is things that we see. We see this pattern of play happening a lot. Um, so we don't need to like to guess. We don't need to just be hypothetical. This is what we see in game. So now let's look at a shape where outer possession. Outer possession now, when we do have the ball and the other team have their in possession shape. Down. All right, good. When the other team have their in possession shape, we'll see it 4 4 2 3 1. Good. So they have the ball. We drop back to our back five because the wing backs now have to do their defensive side of the work, which would be to come back. Yeah, they will be coming back and coming back into a five in the back shape. All right, so come around outer possession. This is what we see. Bruno would come back here. Casemiro comes back here. And Buemo comes back to help out the midfield. So all of a sudden now, the outer possession, the 3-4-3. Now we have 5-4-1. All right. They will be advanced forward, tucking. They will be providing width. Whether the instruction is to hold the line will come in a little bit, but typically we'll see they providing some width. The opposing team will be here. They going forward, coming up here. Might want to come forward here. Good. So the runs they can make now would be the number 10. The expected run from the opposing team, number 10, would be a diagonal run, more likely to go into this pocket of space here, because in possession, typically, the ball would want to get the number 4, the defender, would want to find one of the midfielders, right? That is the traditional, ideal setup for the midfielders to get on the ball. So when he gets the ball here, he would want to either play the ball into the space to the striker, or if the defender is in possession, the number 6 might come here. Bruno try to pick him up. Number 10 comes across here, or the number 10 might come across here to create a line breaking pass, and the number 9 would, if he's here, he would want to run into the space. Whether the number 9 runs into the space, or if the number 10 is here, the number 10 could make a blind side run in, and if we're thinking, the defender going to pass to the number 6 to either turn or just receive a pass to square it back here. This number 4, if he have the ability, he would just play this ball across, right? But Martinez would be right here because we have an extra centre back. So as long as it communicates in, we have an extra player here, right? If this midfielder comes here, Casemiro runs with him. Midfielder comes here, the next defender comes here, we have attacking midfielder dropping back into here. And Buemo will be putting pressure on the defender with the ball. Sheshko will be zoning. Whether he here to zone to block this pass out here, to force this defender, if he have to either play it back across here, he will want to loft it up in the air. We have Dogo, Dolo running out. We have an extra centre back, so they will be zoning this space here. If he doesn't decide to use that outlet pass, and he decides to pass it here, Dogo pressing here. We have Lenny Euro to mark this player here. Bruno could come across here, or Mbemo will be zoning here. So is a formation that provides a lot of extra flexibility to 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 to, to cover whatever gaps 4-2-3-1 might wanna provide. Let's look at the 4-3-3. If you come up against a 4-3-3, all right, a 4-3-3 setup, we have tools, ball, tools, right, right. So in our 4-3-3 now, so we have a back four, opponent team back four, the three midfielders, 1, 2, 3, and then they have the three attackers. Out of possession, how would we set up? All right, so we have the 3-4-3, three in the back. We have two in the midfield, Bruno, and Casemiro, Bruno. We have the attacking midfielder here in Cunha. We have Mbuemo, and we have Sheshko. So, out of possession, how would we mark if we mark him man to man? Right? So, again, if we drop back in the back five, bang, bang, we see Sheshko with the head of the snake. We have the four here, the two attacking midfielders. You all now come in and basically be in centre mids when Bruno and Casemiro drop him back to be defensive midfielders. Alright, and Sheshko at the head of the snake. So if they decide to play the ball out wide here, Cunha marks up, Sheshko runs across, zoning this line here, and Diego Dallo comes forward. In possession, the number 7 will come for the touch, Cunha is here. Then one of the three attackers will pull wide. We have Heaven. Heaven wouldn't go across here because I'll leave a 1v1 for the attacker to go against Martinez. The smart thing to do is if the ball is played across from the defender to the right back, Dallo pressing him, Dallo runs to him. Casemiro could come across here because the ball on the new ball side, so everybody drifting across, drifting across, drifting across. So number 6 might come here to create a lane. One of the three midfielders might come here. Bang, bang. The attacker will come across into the zone. Ball side, ball side. So in possession, the right back has the ball. Coming across, coming across, coming across, coming across here. So we have options for the opposing team to pass the ball. Now the right back can pass it to one of the midfielders here. With a guy on his back, he could outlay it here. Right? We have Dallo. So if the defender has the ball here, Dallo goes pressing. One of the midfielders could easily come across here. Bruno comes in this gap just to plug this area here. So now we're forcing the right back to either pass back to the attacker. Sheshko would push forward, and Mbuemo would push forward. Dogu comes in, Lenny Euro comes across. So now Dogu now and Bruno is here. Bruno could instruct Dogu to zone here, just in case the ball spreads across to here or here. Dogu now is zoning here. Bruno now will pick up the extra body, the free guy. Heaven is man to man with his. So again, we have an extra player here because he's no threat. If you get the ball, there's no threat. You want him to play the ball here. So now Dogu press, so the same thing. Come across. Bruno will be zoning here. Lenny, extra man. So yes, you're seeing how it provides an extra defender or extra attacker if need be. That's why personnel is so important. So the 3-4-3 versus a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1. Out of possession is could turn to easily a 5-4-1. In possession is a 3. So our next formation I see us use a lot where in possession in possession what we see a lot when we have the ball, we tend to see sometimes when we attacking a lot, we have two in the back, whether it be Martinez and Luke Shaw, or again, forget the names right now. Actually, I can't even forget the names because actually I'm kind of humbugging me. So, um, Martinez, Luke Shaw. Right. So in possession, one of the things we see a lot is we have extra bodies in the opponent half because sometimes we have a two in the back. All right, we have a two in the back in possession. The low would be quite up here because when the pitch now is like this, Dalo zone is this zone, Dogu zone is this zone, Cunha zone is this zone, Sheshko head of the snake, Mason Mount zone is this zone. We have Casemiro here and Bruno is that. So that's Lenny Euro. My bad. Oh, Bruno is injured. My bad. Right. We have some Mount. Whoever playing the Bruno role, which probably had to be Mount, would be the extra number 10 because when we in possession and we have two in the back, one of the midfielders comes to be attacking midfielder. But what that says, if one of the midfielders coming to be the attacking midfielder, right? What I would see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm missing somebody. Cunha. Right. So, if one of the midfielders coming to be a number 10, and we already have two 10s playing, right? What was that? What would that suggest? It would suggest that one of the 10s is going to be a second striker. So you have Sheshko as one striker, typically. Then we have a second striker. One of the attacking midfielders becoming the second striker. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I still missing somebody. Oh, heaven. No. Sure. Lenny here. Casemiro, Mount, Diego Dalo. Oh, Dogu. No, Dogu here. Dogu, Lenny, Shaw, Amazon. I see what I'm missing is Ugarte. Ugarte here. Right. Good. Right. So, one of the midfielders, if the Bruno role, when Bruno plays, he is one midfielder, and in the interview he said Amorim wants him to be in the attacking third. Right? So, what I'm saying, if Amorim wants him to be attacking midfielder when we in possession, and we already have two attacking midfielders, that means one of the attacking midfielders is going to be a second striker to Seshko. That's why it comes like we're leaving Casemiro by himself, right? And that is where our crutch is also when we lose the ball, because we have the big gaping hole in the middle, right? But in theory, when we have the players, wherever for the position, the system and the formation exploit certain formations, because now we have a third attacker coming into the fray that teams not actually having in a tactic board for. Because if you have one of the midfielders who come in to be a second, to be the third attacking midfielder, and you have an attacking midfielder coming to be the second striker, right, in possession, then it creates an overload in their half, because the formation gives that, right? So I don't want to make this video too long, but that is my tactical idea behind the 3-4-3 versus the 4-3-3 and the 4-2-3-1.